So 176 Engineer Company was up here in Northport for the Sheep Creek and Horns Mountain fire in 2018. And I was working in the incident command post, and Rose Calamaridis, who is the project manager for this project, had come in there and she was looking for some assistance from the Curlew Job Corps folks.
One of the most difficult things in a project like this is getting volunteers. So we were starting to renovate, having difficulty with volunteers, and I was trying to get a Job Corps crew over here from a town that's across the mountain. And I heard that the person in charge was over at the school, which was Fire Central, where Company 176 was headquartered.
It piqued my interest. I had overheard her speaking with some people about the scope of the project. I followed her out in the parking lot and introduced myself, and just a quick introduction as to what the 176 is and what our capabilities are.
And then he stopped me and started telling me about what an engineer's unit does and how they can come into these communities for a community project or for a nonprofit like ours. And it was just like, wow, I had no idea that something like that even existed. Yeah, it was like, it was fate, it was destiny. I mean, it was the coolest thing to happen. So this project is sponsored by the Northport Historical Society, and we intend to move a museum that's off the beaten track in Northport that never gets any visitors to this location, which is right on the beaten track. So we will also have a visitor center in here, and Northport's never had a visitor center. We have a kiosk with a few brochures, but not very effective. And we also intend, for sustainability purposes, to have an artisan gallery where artisans can sell their creations. When I first started telling people about this, a lot of people didn't believe it. Like, oh sure, sure the guard's going to come in here and do all this. This is training for them. This is using their skills to do what they do when they're actually out there in a war zone.
So the 176 Engineer Company is a vertical construction company. We are comprised of carpenter, masons, electricians, plumbers, and heavy equipment operators. Supersized construction company, basically.
But now that they're here and they're working, it's just a blast to watch them work. There were people who said, oh, there's no way a bunch of guys in an Army uniform, just because they're in the Army, are not going to know what they're doing. I said, they're journeyman carpenters, journeyman electricians, journeyman plumbers. Then when they came in, they proved that anybody that thought they didn't know what they were doing, they proved them wrong the first day. I mean, they just got up on this place and started taking the roof off, and just fabulous. Everything's just gone so smoothly, and you can tell, you see them working together in units and figuring things out, and then, just approaching every problem and getting it solved. It's wonderful to see.
So the way our battalion commander puts it is, we are the Clydesdales of the battalion. They get a little bit restless in the stable, but once you put them on a job site, they are some of the hardest working people that I know. This is just an absolutely outstanding opportunity for soldiers to see tangible results at the end of a training period. This is what the National Guard should be doing, is serving our state and nation, and this is just a wonderful opportunity to do so.